Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren is expected to back her party's presumptive nominee any minute now. Warren's name has long been mentioned among possible running mate options for Clinton. That chatter has escalated in recent days with reports that Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid and others are for the idea of Warren being on the ticket. Here's what Clinton had to say about Warren today in that interview with Bloomberg Politics' own Jennifer Epstein.
Well, of course, I've spoken with Senator Warren in the last few weeks. We've stayed in touch over the campaign, and I am very much looking forward to, having her good advice and counsel as we move into the general election campaign. I have the highest regard for her. I also believe that my plan to rein in Wall Street was the toughest, most comprehensive in this campaign on either side. And I'll be consulting with Senator Warren and others about how we're going to actually implement it. One thing that I'm particularly focused on, which I know means a lot to Senator Warren, is protecting the Consumer Protection Bureau and also protecting Dodd-Frank and the regulations that were put on Wall Street after the Great Recession from the promise to repeal them by Donald Trump.
Elizabeth Warren is giving a speech tonight at the American Constitution Society convention in Washington, where, according to excerpts that her office released, she will escalate her attacks on Donald Trump and the Republican leaders who still support him. And later on after that, she'll be on MSNBC's Rachel Maddow's show, where she's expected to offer her endorsement for Hillary Clinton on MSNBC's air. So, Mark, my question for you. What do today's developments, the Obama endorsement, the Sanders statement to the press, and Warren's endorsement coming later tonight, along with her speech, what do those things mean for the Massachusetts senator's role in the campaign ahead?
Well, Bernie Sanders eclipsed her as a spokesperson for that part of the party. Now that he's no longer going to be a presidential candidate, she gets a chance now to be back in that mix and to perhaps go back on top as the key person people turn to. She's been extraordinarily aggressive, not just going after Trump, but she's expected to go after Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell. Ryan's office has come back at her. She's now put herself at the center of Democratic heavyweights, right under the Bidens and the Obamas and the Clintons. And I don't think either of them is going to be on the ticket, but I think she's going to be a big player along with Sanders in the fall, showing what she can do, trying to prove. Can she raise money? Right. Can she get a message out? Can she be the kind of activist player in the national context that she's been on a different level up until now?
Well, as you know, Mark, I have always thought more than you have that Elizabeth Warren could be on the ticket. And I still continue to think that she could very well be on the ticket with Hillary Clinton. And here's why. Although Bernie Sanders is now moving into a position where he's going to be a unifier and not a divider of the Democratic Party, quite clearly, it still remains the case that a lot of supporters of Bernie Sanders will not necessarily do exactly what Bernie Sanders tells them just because he endorsed Hillary Clinton. They will not necessarily flock to her. Hillary Clinton, will still have a problem, I think, with enthusiasm among millennial voters and some progressive voters on the far left of the Democratic Party, and she's going to have to solve that problem. I still don't see an easier way of solving it than putting Elizabeth Warren on the ticket.